I just want to take this opportunity to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and I want to thank all my customers that have been supporting me over the years, allowing me to continue to produce the works that I do and the creativity that I have been blessed with by God. And I also want to give a huge thanks to all my new customers that have come on board and found me for the very first time. There's been quite a lot of you, and it's important time for kindness during this holiday season, as there is a lot of people struggling through this time of the year, and it's important to be kind and considering of others and what they are going through. Everybody is dealing with something during this time, and we may or may not always know what that is, and so it's important to just be mindful of that during this time of the year. And if you're needing somebody to speak to, then it's a great time to reach out to someone and speak with someone about what you're currently going through. And that takes great courage to do that, and so it's nothing to be ashamed of. Everybody is struggling at this time of the year in some kind of way. And so yes, I just want to also wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, and thank you again for all your support throughout the years and throughout the last 12 months. And I am intending on producing more works as I did last year, and as I have been for the past 10 years since I've been online, and started in 2010. And so my usual practice is producing up to 100 paintings per year. And so as time at times time doesn't allow me to produce that many works, but that is my usual practice. And so when you see the artworks on any of the social media platforms, then you'll understand why and where this massive amount of artworks is coming from, because I'm very disciplined in my practice, and I also like producing new paintings to share more stories and lessons that I've learned throughout the years. And also it just keeps things interesting. And I also have been noticing a lot of negativity as well on particularly Facebook page. And so I usually give people one chance, and if it continues, then I have no choice but to block, because we don't tolerate any kind of negativity or hate on Art by Mary Facebook community page. And so I just wanted to let people know about that. As I said, I know that everybody is struggling with something this kind of the time of the year, even I am. And so I just moving forward want to create a place where everybody can feel safe and feel like they belong. And regardless of colour, skin, race or religion, everybody is welcome on the page. And so I don't tolerate any kind of racism or negativity or hate. And so I believe in art bringing people together, and highlighting the things that brings us closer together and not what separates us. And so this is a huge part to do with what I do. And so even though I belong to a certain tribal area from where I grew up, and also where I come from, which, you know, the tribal area I grew up in is Wiradjuri area, my hometown being Dubbo, and my mob come from the Kumar tribe, which is on the border of Queensland and New South Wales. So my work is not just limited to, you know, Queensland and New South Wales areas. You know, I also paint international animals because I have a lot of international customers, and so, you know, I also paint many other animals outside those areas in Australia as well. And so, in case anybody was wondering, I don't limit my scope in what I'm painting in relation to the animals and where they come from, but I have a particular connection to the areas where I grew up from and where my mob is from. And so yeah, so I just hope everybody has a lovely time with friends or family, and if you're on your own, then, you know, it's a great time to take that opportunity to really nurture and care for yourself, and, you know, be grateful for what you do have, and, you know, be you know, and anticipation of what is to come next, from being grateful for everything in our lives. And so I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas.